This week, I am thrilled to be bringing you the 150th episode of First Time Mums Chat. Woohoo! Please help me celebrate reaching this amazing milestone by sharing this episode with other mums. If you've been listening to the podcast for some time, you'll know that I have a background in childcare, going back more than 30 years, and I've worked with parents as a childcare educator and more recently as a baby massage instructor. I was motivated to commence First Time Mums Chat because with my work, I regularly chat with parents, and it had become evident to me that many felt lost when embarking on their parenting journey. I felt that with many years of experience, I could help, and hence the idea of First Time Mums Chat was born. I'm Helen Thompson, and welcome to First Time Mums Chat. I'm a childcare educator and baby massage instructor. I know that being a parent for the first time is challenging and changes your life in every way imaginable. To help ease your transition into parenthood, I aim to offer supportive, holistic approaches and insights for mums of babies aged mainly from 4 weeks to 10 months old. My goal is to assist you to become the most confident parent you can and smooth out the bumps along the way. This podcast is brought to you by My Baby Massage. To find out how baby massage can help you to increase your confidence and feel more connected with your baby, check out My Baby Massage introduction video at mybabymassage.net/intro. Let's do this together. This podcast is for informational purposes only and does not constitute medical advice. Please contact a medical practitioner if you are concerned or have any medical issues. Way back in January 2021, when I started the First Time Mums Chat podcast, I had a goal to help mums who were about to become parents or who had just entered the daunting world of parenthood by providing a weekly episode with information, tips and tricks and resources to help. I am proud of my track record over almost 3 years, and looking back over the podcast, I've interviewed many wonderful women, and let's not forget the handful of gents who have shared their expertise in a wide range of areas. The areas of expertise are too wide ranging for me to list here, but they've included nurses, paediatricians, postpartum recovery experts who help women recover their bodies physically from following birth, educators, and many self-help experts. I've also put together a number of episodes where I've talked about the many ways that baby massage can help parents develop an amazing bond with the little one, as well as a range of other topics. Something I have learned in the podcasting world is that it can be challenging for listeners to search through podcast content to see if there is any episode providing information and support for them on a topic they are looking for. To make this easier, my partner Jonathan, who handles all of my podcast logistics other than speaking into the microphone, set up a podcasting area on my website which includes an easy to search facility, and you'll find this when you look up the podcast at mybabymassage.net/podcast. Just enter the topic you're interested in and you'll know instantly whether I've covered it, and you can click directly through to that episode. Each episode of First Time Mums Chat has its own unique webpage, which include the links mentioned in the episode, as well as guest bio and means to find and contact them. For those guests that are book authors, we include a link to where their book can be purchased via Amazon. Please support our guests who are authors, as well as First Time Mums Chat, by purchasing their books via these links. We earn a small commission when you buy them, though at no extra cost to you. Since episode 22 of the podcast, I've also included a text transcript of each episode, which you can access via the episode webpage. This will help you if you've missed something or have any problems understanding me or my guests. I realise that some of our differing accents can be challenging for some listeners. Thank you to all those listeners who have reviewed First Time Mums Chat on Apple Podcasts. It is highly appreciated and helps other mums find the podcast. If you've listened to the podcast and found it a valuable resource, then I'd be extremely grateful if you could review it on Apple Podcasts. This will help me spread the word and grow my audience, and it only takes a moment. One goal that I had when I started First Time Mums Chat, which I found challenging to achieve, is to build a community of mums and to get your input as well. I always encourage mums to give me feedback and tell me what topics they want to hear more about, so that I can work on delivering this, but I've received little feedback to date. I can easily be reached via email or a simple to use facility, which is accessible to you from each and every episode webpage to leave a voice message. Please do take advantage of this opportunity of contributing your input to help me produce content that is of interest and relevant to you. I highly encourage you to take advantage of this and let me know topics you would like to hear more about, what you like about First Time Mums Chat, and what I can do to make it more interesting or relevant to you. Anything else you would like to tell me. To encourage this, as part of my celebration for this 150th episode, I put together a survey for my listeners to complete to help me plan the direction of First Time Mums Chat. I'm offering a prize to one of my listeners. All you need to do is to complete my survey, and I will enter you in a prize draw for a copy of Suzanne Yatim Aslam's book, Postpartum Me. Suzanne talked about her journey through postpartum anxiety and depression and how she got through it in an episode called Living with Postpartum Anxiety and Depression. And one lucky listener will get a copy of her book. Here is a short excerpt from the episode of what Suzanne had to say about postpartum depression and baby blues.
So anyway, I got really upset and my body ached constantly in my bones. When I would wake up, I'd actually have a hard time picking up the baby because my joints hurt. And with baby blues, that lasts for a few weeks, maybe 2 to 3 weeks. You'll be suffering through that. It's just your body sort of trying to bounce back from pregnancy and labor, but then it didn't go away. The thing is, I never dealt with depression before. So I didn't know that that was depression. So at the same time I became depressed was the same time I became a mother. So to me, correlation was causation. So I thought, oh, this is what it's like to be a mom. This is terrible. You know what I mean? I didn't really stop and think, oh, there's something wrong. It just doesn't occur to you. So I remember, of course, you burst into tears all the time at the beginning for no reason at all. And all that happened, but then it just never went away, and then it got worse.
To enter, fill in my survey form, which will take you a minute or two to complete before December the 25th, and one lucky listener will receive Postpartum Me as a gift. You can access the survey on my website by going to mybabymassage.net/prize draw. That's mybabymassage.net/prize draw. You can also help me spread the word by following First Time Mums Chat on Instagram at First Time Mums Chat. I share details of each episode on this Instagram location. I'm going to give myself a well-earned break, and First Time Mums Chat will return on the morning of January the 11th, or for those of you located in North America, the afternoon of Wednesday, January 10th. Looking ahead into 2024 and beyond, I've decided to produce an episode every fortnight instead of weekly. This will allow more time to work on growing the podcast audience and to work harder on building a community of mums. In closing, I would like to thank you all for supporting First Time Mums Chat and listening every week. and I wish you well for the coming holidays and a prosperous 2024. I am looking forward to bringing more information and tips and tricks to mums to help make your life easier as you transition into the world of parenting. Don't forget to complete my survey and go into the draw for a copy of Postpartum Me before December the 25th. You will find the links to this in the show notes, which can be found at mybabymassage.net/podcast/150.